Hi there and welcome. My name is June and thank you for joining me for this session. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to be stretching your entire body along with alternating with some dynamic active flexibility exercises. The technique we're going to be utilizing today is called active isolated stretching, which is going to give you the ability to enhance your overall range of motion around your joints and just help you feel so much more stretched and less stiff around your joints. All you're going to need for this session is a long elastic band and your water to stay hydrated, as well as a sturdy armless chair. So I'm going to have a seat. Please join me. And as we do, once we sit into the chair, place your feet flat on the ground and sit nice and tall with your shoulders down and back. Always think of a nice tall spine, your heart lifted to the ceiling, your feet on the ground, firmly on the ground beneath you, and your knee joint right over the back of your heels, or actually your heels. So let's get started. We're going to begin with some head tilts. So sitting upright in your chair, knees about hip width apart, drop your chin towards your chest, and then lift. Do it again. Down. And then lift one more time, down, and then lift to your left side, your left ear to your shoulder, come back to center, to your right, down, back to center. Let's pick up the pace. Go left, center and right, left, center and right. One last one, left, center and right. Take a look to your right side, look back at me, then take a look to your left. Come back to the center, take your left shoulder, lift it towards the ceiling, drop it down. Now your right side, towards the ceiling, drop it down, and the left again, drop it down, and the right. Now let's alternate left and right and left and right. As one shoulder lifts, your other shoulder drops. 4 more. Here's 1 and 2 and then 3. Nice. Notice I'm starting to rock, so just start to rock your body from side to side, feeling your shoulders lift just a little bit. Palms are up. You've got 4 and then 3. 1 more. Hands by your side, continue to rock, but just shift. Shift to the other side, and then shift, and then shift. Keep going. Shift, nice. 1 more set, right and left. Great. Now, left arm, push, and pull. Palm is down, pull with the palm up. A little faster, you ready? Let's go left. Push and pull. Push and pull. Stay here and circle. Right arm push. And pull. Take notice that as you pull your elbow back, we get a little twist, a little faster. We push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, and circle. Left arm. Push and pull. Notice how the shoulder on my right side starts to come back. Give me a circle. Over, now the left side. Reach and pull, and reach and pull, and reach and pull. Arm comes up. Left arm, one more time. Reach and pull. Take it out and over. Left side, last time. Reach and pull. Give me that big circle. Now feet together, front and back, front and back. And again, front and back and front. Give me a little march. Left, right, left, right, left, right, just a little bit. Get ready to stop your march. Heel lifts, heel lift alternating. You got 4 more. Here we go. 1, still 1, 2, still 2, 3, perfect, nice job. Now take your feet a little bit wider so that you've got your knees and your toes aligned, meaning when you glance down at the floor, you'll see the knee is in line with your big and middle toe. So both sides there. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the abdominal muscles in. What you do is take a little tap with your left leg in and in and in and in. 4 more. Here comes 1. Tapping towards the center. And again. Great. Now just kick. Kick. Doing this slow first. Kick just to warm up the body a little bit. Now we pick up your pace with your tap. In, then kick and kick. Bring it in. Tap in, tap in, tap in, then kick. One last time. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, and a kick. Feet come back to center and march. Just a little march. Let your arms go and just find a little rhythm with those arms. You've got 4 and 3 and 2. Stop the marching. Heels lift. Then they lower. Your heels lift off the ground. Then they lower. Again, lifting up and lowering. We're going to add what I call a double pulse. So slowly lift your heels up, stay here, come a little higher, then push them to the ground. Let's do that a little quicker. 2 double pulses. Lift 1, 2, and push to the ground. Lift up 1, 2, and push them down. Lift and push. Lift, lift, and push. Watch my change, a little faster, and push. Double lift and push. 1 more. Last one. Take your left leg, tap it forward. Tap, very slow. And again. And again. Now this time we go faster, left and right. 1, 8 times. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, very slowly. Do it again. Take a heel, heel, and back, and heel, and back. A little faster. You ready? Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Tap front. Keep going. Now add a heel. Almost there. Just our little warm up. And last tap. Great. Now from here, put your feet on the ground, sit up very tall, and take a twist. Twist, and reach out, kind of like a hitchhiker, right? Reach across. Open, reach across. Same thing on your opposite side. Reach across, and out. And then cross. And then out. 2 more. And across, and then out, and one last one here. Great job. Roll those shoulders out. We're going to pick up our band now. So grab your band, and we're going to start to work on that technique I spoke about, which is active, isolated stretch. What it does is allows us to hold the stretch for about 2 seconds, and then continue to do that same stretch over and over, which inevitably will allow us to build some flexibility or increase flexibility in your leg. And we're going to start with our hamstrings. I love this song that's coming up. I think it's so pretty. So we're going to take the band under the arch of your foot. Then you're going to grab the ends, not totally at the end. Give yourself a little bit of a tail on that. Extend out your left leg, and then sit towards the front of the chair while the opposite right leg rests on the floor. From here, we're gonna pull the leg up for 2 and hold for 2 counts and come back down. Do it again. Lift it up, hold for 2 counts, and lower it back down. I should say maybe 2 seconds. Lift up and hold. Bring it back down. 2 more. Lift up, hold, and release. We have 1 more here. Lift up, hold, and then release and bring the leg in. Remove the band and place it under the other arch of your right foot. Extend that right leg out. And again, same exact thing we did. You go sit up tall, pull it up, hold. 1001, 1002, lower it down. And lift, hold, and lower it down. Again, lift, hold. You should start to feel a little bit of a stretch in that hamstring. Lift and hold. 2 more. Lift and hold. 1 more, lift and hold. I bet you notice your arms are working a little bit as well. So as we're doing this and we're lifting the leg up, we're holding it with the help of our arms. So the biceps are getting a benefit as well. So that was really good. For the next one, we're gonna do a glute stretch. The first one was for the hamstring, the back of your leg. Now we take the band under your knee and then try to bring your hands as close to the knee as possible. So I've got a really big tail here, kind of like I've got my leg in a sling, right? So roll your shoulders back. If you want to slide back a little bit, you can. Try to keep a nice tall torso. Lift that leg, hold it up. Hold 1, 2, and lower it down. Lift up, hold, and lower it down. Lift up and hold, and bring it down. Bring it a little closer to your chest. 2 more here. Lift up, hold, and lower it down. 1 more. Lift up, hold, and lower it down. Perfect. We do the same thing on the other side. So we're switching legs, putting the band under the right leg, placing the hands pretty close. Are you ready? Sit tall. Here we go. Pull it up and hold, and lower down. Pull it up into the chest. Use your arms to help pull you up. Lower it down. Lift and hold. We're stretching your gluteus maximus. That's your largest muscle in your body. And lift. And lower. 3 more. Lift. And lower. Here comes 2. Lift. And then lower. 1 more. Lift. It's 2 seconds, right? Lower it down. There we have it. So that was a good stretch for your hamstrings and your glutes. Now we're going to try a different technique for the calf muscle. So hold on to your band. You can stay right here. Sit a little more closer or forward on your chair. Slide your left leg back so that the heel can remain on the ground, because this is a calf stretch. So if we raise the heel off the ground, we lose the benefit of that stretch. So make sure that you're placing your heel on the ground and keeping it there. Both of your hands, I'm going to put this on my lap. Both of your hands are on the chair. We're going to lift up 1 leg, and we're going to inwardly rotate by taking the hip out. Push into your heel now on that opposite side. So I'm pushing the heel down on my left leg, and I'm continuing to push as I turn the knee in and out. So I'm getting a little bit of rotation in the hip here, but yet at the same time as I'm pushing down into that left leg, I'm getting some nice stretch in the calf muscle. And then we release. Ready to do the same thing on the other side? So slide your leg back. It's your right leg this time, right? And we're pushing the heel into the ground. Sometimes hinging forward from your hip makes that a little bit easier. Roll your shoulders back, pick up the opposite leg, rotate in, push that heel into the ground, and then rotate out. So I'm just taking my knee and pushing and turning it in and turning it out with my foot off the floor, because that allows for, we don't want any friction going underneath the foot as we do this. But remember, the focus, our emphasis is to push into the heel of this right leg. I'm going to do 2 more. Here's 1. And then 2. Perfect. That feels different, doesn't it? But what it does, it gives you the opportunity to work the hip inwardly and outwardly while at the same time we're stretching your calf. Now take your heels together. You're coming into a diamond shape with your legs, right? And we're just going to let the knees drop open. Now I'm going to allow them to drop open a little bit wider. Sit up nice and tall, and then let my elbows come to my thighs. Right? So in this position, I would like you to keep your heart lifted. Push away from your legs with your elbows, with your forearms. Push the legs open. Pull your abdominal muscles in, hold, and then come back up. This time, stay here. Let the feet come together and press gently down on the inside of your thighs and hinge forward. And as you do, you start to feel a nice stretch in your adductors. And release. Come back up. Coming down, stretching those legs out. Let's come back to that first one. So take those legs a little wider, forearms to your thighs, and then pull your abdominal muscles in and press away and let the knees open a little bit. So I'm lifting my toes. Lift your toes so you can keep your heels on the ground as you open up. Good. And then we come back in and bring your feet together. Great. You should have felt some nice stretching in the lower part of your legs. Great. Grab some water so we can take a little break here. So we're going to drink some water to hydrate, and then we're going to go back to that little dynamic action or dynamic active movement series we did to begin, to start to have some blood pumping through those legs again. Let's try one more. And feel free to drink as much as you'd like. I love to drink water. So, stepping wide. So what we did before is we held our nice tall torso, going back to a tap into the center. You ready? Here we go. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in again, and 4, and 3, and 2, then follow this with a kick. Remember, it's a kick. Just warming up the lower half of the legs as well as the upper part. Now tap back with your left leg in, and in, and in, and give it a kick. Reach out. Now, if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, take your hands away. Of course, put your hands on the chair should you need that extra support. One more time. Toe comes in, and in. Kick your leg. Nice. Let's bring our feet to the center, marching your feet. Hands can come on the chair. Now lift both heels. Lift up and lower. Notice my torso's coming forward. 2 more. Lift. Now notice I'm adding a little bit of a rocking action to lift my toes towards my shins. So now lift your toes, lift your heels. Lift your toes and heels. Keep going. Toes and heels. Now right toe taps forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, going to 8. Now a little bit quicker. Are you ready? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Picking up our pace here. Back to slow. Right leg, right and back, and left and back. Right and back and left. Toe taps. 1, 2, 3. We're going to add a heel to balance the sides of your body out. Right heel out and back. Rather than going quick, we're going to take the heels to a side diagonal. So step to the left, then to your right. Just going side to side, creating a nice little action of active balance and active flexibility to give you the ability to become more mobile throughout your body. Coming back in, we're going to repeat those stretches that we did before. We're going to do the hamstring stretch a little bit differently. Still going to be targeting the hamstring stretch, but just a little different. So now, we're going to take your right leg extended forward, take your band, wrap it around the arch of that foot. This time, we're sitting up nice and tall to begin with your left leg bent fairly close to the chair. Now, You may wrap around if you'd like to, or if it feels more comfortable just like this, that's fine. I want you to pull your elbows in and feel the stretch. 1001, 1002, and release. Good. Do that again. We'll do this 5 times. Come in, pull, hold. Pull the toe towards your shin, but you can feel that. 1001, 1002. That was number 2. We have 3 more. Pull the elbows in, pull the toe back. 1001, 1002. There's just a different way. Before we lifted the leg, now we're keeping the heel on the ground and trying to bring our chest a little bit closer. We have 1 more here. Last one. Pull it in. Nice. And release. Of course, we have to do this on the other side. So take your band, place it under your left arch of your foot. Your right leg slides back, your left leg goes out. Your hands are on either side of the leg. Sitting tall, ready, pull and hold. Pull the toe back. 1001, 1002, and release. Do it again. Pull the elbows in. 1001, 1002, and then release. We have 2 more. Pull it in. 1001, 1002, and release. And then 1 more. 1001. 1002, actually, I think that was number 4. I think we need to do 1 more on this side. So give me 1 more here, hold. Drop those shoulders, keep your heart lifted, and release. Remove the band off your foot. Take the band under the right leg and wrap it under. This is our glute stretch. We're gonna keep this one the same. So we're gonna bring our hands closer to our legs so we have a much longer tail. Scoot back just a little bit in your chair. And now pull the knee up to your chest, hold. 1001, 1002, and lower back down 5 times. That was 1. Here we go. Draw your right knee up to your chest. Try to sit tall. 1001, 1002. Your ankle joint is very relaxed. Here comes 3. 1001, 1002. 2 more. We ready? Here we go. Lift up. 1001, 1002, and last one. Lift up. 1001, 1002. That was great. Now switching to the opposite side. Same thing. We take the band underneath the leg. We make sure that we're sitting upright nice and tall and that the band is pretty close to your leg. So then from here, we ready? Pull all the way up into your chest, hold. 1001, 1002. I bet you're noticing that when you bring your knee up, your body wants to go back. And it's okay to go back a little bit, but try to control how far you go back. So when you lift that leg up, pull, try to keep your chest close rather than leaning back. That's going to help you achieve a better stretch in that leg. We have 2 more. Pull up, hold. Remember, chest close to that knee. And then come back down. We have 1 more lift. Great. Removing the band and placing the band out of our way, we're moving into that calf stretch. If you recall, we took the left leg. So take your left leg, slide it back, and allow the right leg to just rest in front. Place all of your weight into the heel of your left leg. So I'm pushing down on this left leg, holding onto your chair. Shoulders down, keep your heart lifted. Lift up the opposite leg, rotate in and out. Keep pushing into that heel, going in and out and in and out and in and out. We have 1 more. Great job. Now we switch. Take your left leg forward. Slide your right leg back. Push your weight into the heel of that right side and make sure both of your hips are anchored. Holding onto the chair, lift your heart, lift up, take it in and take it out. Nice. In and then out. Great. In and then out. We're doing great. 2 more. That in and out is allowing us to really get some hip mobility while we're having the opportunity to stretch and push into the heel of that right leg to get that calf stretching. Great. Now widen your stance. Sitting up tall, scoot forward on your chair. If we recall, we started by hinging forward from our hips, catching ourselves with our forearms, yet always lifting the eyes rather than dropping the eyes, which can lead to rounding your spine, and we want to keep a nice tall spine. So press away and then open up the knees. And when you open up the knees, you start to feel a nice groin stretch. I allow my edges of my feet to roll over to the outside edges. Make sure your abdominals are pulled in. Bring your feet back to the ground. Sit up nice and tall and take a rest. Let's try that one more time. We're ready? We're hinging forward. You're taking your forearms to your thighs. You're then opening up the hips and allowing the muscles to stretch along the inner thighs. Draw the abdominal muscles inward. You want to keep or avoid the abs from protruding forward. And then come back in. And then take the soles of your feet together. With the soles of your feet together now, let's use our hands to press the knees open. Notice how my hand never attempts to go onto the joint, just on the side of the leg. And then bring it back in. Stretch it out. We come back in. We have 2 more of these. Stretch it out. And we have 1 more. Stretch it out. Nice job. Flattening your feet to the ground. Shifting your weight back a little bit more here. Let your feet be about hip width apart. And let's just do a nice side body stretch. Keeping both of your hips even, or I should say evenly anchored on the chair. Reach down towards the ground with your right arm. Think of your right hip pushing down. This is your left hip, sorry. Right arm here, left hip here. Pushing down. Rather than letting that left hip come up, sink into that left hip. And you can even hold on to the chair, which might make you go a little bit further. Or you might need to let it go to get even a longer stretch. And then come back up, and we do the same thing on the other side. So ready? Your left fingertips are reaching down towards the ground, right? You can hold on to the chair, or you can let it go as long as you can keep your right hip anchored on the ground. And then come back and roll both shoulders back for me. Good. Let's do that 4 times. That actually feels really good, doesn't it? This feels so good. Nice. Now keep your hands by your side with your heart upward towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulder blades back. Make sure your abdominals are pulled in. And then release. So take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the shoulders back. Sometimes when you really are conscious about that breath, you can feel those abdominals really working. Ready? Shoulder blades pull together. Breathe in. Exhale. Pull together one more time and lift your heart. This is called shoulder retraction, a very important muscle activity, or I should say action of the upper body to keep a nice open chest to help align and maintain good alignment. Reach the shoulders back. Good. And now from here, just roll the shoulders back, and as you do, let your palms face the ceiling. It's kind of like you're taking your hands and reaching down and scooping something up. It allows for a little bit more rotation of your torso. I like this one. This is one of my favorites because it feels really good. Great. And then separate your legs a little bit and just take a twist. Take your left hand to the outside of your left leg and pull your right shoulder back and look over your right shoulder. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel taller and a lot more flexible. Come back. Let's repeat that on the opposite side. Right arm to the outside of your left leg. Grab the chair and pull yourself around. Find that nice stretch. Come back to your center. Place your hands on your thighs. Drop your chin to your chest. Then roll your chin so that your right ear falls close to your right shoulder. And you should probably feel that stretch right down the side. Bring it to the center. Take it to the other side. Now you're feeling it on your right side. Come back to the center. Roll over one more time. Come back to the center, this side. Lift your heart. Roll those shoulders back. Doesn't that feel good? Take a deep breath here. Deep breath in. Exhale the breath out. Again, inhale. And then exhale, then inhale and raise your arms up, palms to the ceiling. Keep your palms facing the ceiling as your elbows go back to your side. Let the arms straighten, do that again. Breathe in. I love to have the arms move as I breathe. Inhale again, this time scoop the arms forward and bring the arms back. We have 2 more, lift. And then lower. You have 1 more, lift. And then lower. And then just circle your arm out like you're hitchhiking and circle. Circle out. And out. Circle out. And out. Nice. And just sway side to side. Just so it feels good, right? And if you want to make a little wave with your hands, maybe just a shoulder lift. Stopping the body rock. Just allow the shoulders to move. Try to keep your torso stable. We're just about done. 4 more. 1. And then 2. And then 3. 1 more, 4. Roll the shoulders back. 1 more time. Great. Awesome. Relax for a moment. How do you feel? I bet you feel stretched, a little more stretched, right? A little bit more limber, maybe even a little bit more stronger, but more importantly, relaxed. Because that's what this workout was to do for you today. Allow you to feel yourself relax a little bit more, but more importantly, move with the music, stretch the muscles so that you can increase your range of motion, so that you will have more freedom of mobility in all of your joints. Thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful session of movement, of stretching, and introducing you to the active isolated stretching technique, because it's a wonderful technique. You just hold the stretch for 2 seconds, let it go, and repeat anywhere from 5 to 10 times. It's a great way to create more flexibility throughout your entire body. I look forward to moving with you very soon. Thank you again for joining me. My name is June.